welcome all to another episode of Chris Tice's Creating. And I thought that we would talk about, I try to make sure the glasses are not completely reflecting off the light. I thought I would talk about the many collaborations that's happened over the years, over the last 20 or so years of writing and form boards and all sorts of different projects I've done over time. And I've been doing this because I've been looking back over my old work and trying to do a little bit of writing and sorting out coffee.com and just sort of cleaning up and sorting out a lot of stuff. And found my old novel, Seasons of the Moon. Yes, it looks very radied after 21 years of the old book that came out a long time ago. And I'll show you the people that's been around over the many years. And Luxray, of course, is trying to get behind me. But here we go. So these are all the different sort of people and projects and cool things that I've done with people over the years. And you can tell it's quite varied. It's either being a model or photography, or being a holding up things and doing cool stuff like that, or someone doing something nice like doing the Glow logo for Nintendo News. You have artists who've done like the original OG art poster, like Orsidi. She was a nice little artist who I found on DeviantArt many years ago, 20 years ago this year now. We also have a few others, Oasis, who runs the Lineham Brain Space. And we also done, bit of networking, and he's advised me on stuff with Nintendo Ninja News and the Stir Grants, which is now, must be 10, 11 years ago now. We've got TJ, who helped me do the book cover, and she's off doing amazing things and video games and creating 3D models and scenes and things like that. It's amazing where she's gone the last 20 years. And we have some other faces that I've done small bits and pieces with, a bit of artwork with Christine and a bit of DeviantArt. And there's Jocelyn, who was one of the main editors of Seasons of the Moon and did some poetry as well, which was really cool. Now, as we sort of move on with this list of very different projects and stuff that we've done, artwork, artists, networking, editors. We had one special artist who was DJ. And sadly, he passed away. He was pretty young. He was early 40s, I believe. And that was a really sad loss when we found out the news. And he did, probably the most amount of artwork over probably a 10 to 12 year period. Chichisha, Extreme Squad, Super Bakery Sisters, Alien the Phoenix, Author's War, even How to Wash Your Hands poster, Madison Fern, who was one of our newest characters in the last few years, when I have been able to write. So yeah, it is a bit hard, not having a current artist, but it's very sad to see someone who's a really, really nice guy, easy to work with, made amazing work, and you should see it. It's all over coffee.com, in the artwork and all that sort of stuff. Then he passed away so soon and so short too. And then we have Sarah Harlan, who did some great Seasons of the Moon work with the weather elements and things like that. We had Songo, that's his nickname. He did some poetry. Sasha Rowell, still a great friend. We did a story called Valley. I think it's supposed to be called the short love story instead of the love story. So, got to change a few things up here, but that's all right. and Cassie, who did Writer's Muster, which was a form board. I did back 2006 to 2010. Beforehand, Writer's Muster used to be a Yahoo group back in 2001. So we're going back a long time ago, folks, for that sort of thing. Tim Sperry, who was a good friend back in high school, who helped out with The Legend Evermore and also with websites and design and stuff like that, which was cool. And we have Pat Stone, who was an editor back 20 years ago. She has passed away, sadly. But she was early 80s when she was editing my work. So she did a great job on that. She was really, really lovely. And a lovely person indeed. Excuse me. Down you go, kitty. He's a naughty boy. He does this every time I do a video, Luxray. There's my Uncle Noel, who helped edit both of the books that I did. And there's also other stuff too, like moderators, who, you're also creative in your work, and they've helped me out a lot. So I feel like, it feels like it's been a collaboration for a long time. With Dale working with Nintendo Engineers and CT creating for 6 years and running. And Ben, who did a lot of work for Brisbane Lions United, which was a form board of football. I have many different strange interests. Video games, football, politics, stories, photos, stuff like that. And last but not least, Mr. Yin Yang, he made some music for us a few years ago, which was very nice. And good kid, nice kid. Always happy to post, helping out young people with their music or whatever creative works that they have. So that's a cool thing, and you can get it at the website too. His music stuff that he did for the website. But it's really interesting looking over the list of people over the years, and there's been some really good memories. Some collaborations not quite worked out. Writer's Muster. I remember my form board going down, and a few friendships went soured, and I think probably some of my attitude was a bit off at times. But I think the self-discovery of myself the last couple of years has helped me understand how my mind works a bit better now. But it's a creative journey is not a solo journey. You do work with other people over the years, and I just wanted just a nice little thing online that sort of highlighted the people that I've worked with over the years. And there's probably a couple names missing that I can't quite think of, because there has been a lot of years and a lot of different people. But I thought it was just, make a little video to showcase some of the stuff, and it's all on the website there for folks to look at, all the artwork that the people have done and all the other contributions that they've made over the years. But I do appreciate a lot of the work that people have done, and I also feel quite blessed with a lot of the great artwork. I guess we go back to DJ, and that was probably one of the best working relationships in terms of the amount of work that we got done and how busy he was doing comic books on the side, and he was doing sort of how to draw manga. He was doing manga books and that, and it was very sad about his passing. But his artwork will live on, and we'll always showcase it until the end of my life and time. And I'm sure that there will be new collaborations in the future that I'll work on and meet new people, which I would like to do. So I think that's all I've got to say about this little video. It probably took a little bit longer, but I thought I would just do a little video, showcase all the amazing people that's worked on my stuff over the years, and hopefully we'll find new people or work with the current collection that we've got, that we've picked up over the many years. So we'll see how it goes. So big thanks to you for watching this video, and I shall see you next time.